Father's Day to all the fathers out there over the road. So a lot of people that are out here trucking, like, you don't realize. I'm trying to pop up a phone so I can have some group chat going on so I can read any comments if you're coming in here and stuff. But a lot of people don't know what the struggle is like to be a father and be over the road away from your family. So I'm kind of doing a live, just a real quick live. I'm working today. I'm testing out a student. I just jumped in here to do a quick live today, see how everyone was doing. Wish some folks happy Father's Day and, all that good stuff. But, it's a real struggle out here to be a truck driver, especially on like holidays. Today's Father's Day, so a lot of people have kids and they get, it's cool, we get text message and stuff like that, happy Father's Day, stuff like that, but we're not actually at home with our kids. It's cool, it sucks, man. It really does. It sucks. You're away from your family. You're not home. You're driving over the road. Now, times have gotten easier, I think, over the years, because there became smartphone technology, and with technology, there were services like video, duo, stuff like that, where you can FaceTime is the word I'm looking for. So there's been stuff like FaceTime that's came out that's made it a lot better. So FaceTime's here now. It makes it a lot better because you can have a face-to-face conversation kind of through the phone. So that's helped out a lot. Different stuff like that has helped out a lot, because back in the days, before I truck drove, this is what truckers told me, is they had those big satellite phones, and it cost a lot of money to talk to your family on there. So either you had a big satellite phone, or you had a ridiculous powered CB that could reach out to some people. This CB right here was your biggest tool for communication. Speaking of Father's Day, this is what I got one year for Father's Day. It says, "Drive safe, Dad, we love you," and it has my kids' names on it. And I put it on my CB. It's always been on my CB. So I mean, that's something cool that they gave me, and I've always kept it in here. It kind of reminds me of my kids and stuff. Whenever I grab the mic up here, it's usually hanging over where it's facing the driver. It's good to see that. Trucking is really hard whenever it comes to holidays and family, because you have to be like, the reason I'm doing trucking is for my family. It's for my family. The whole reason I'm out here, the whole reason I'm trying to do this, is to make more money for my family. If you don't have the mindset of, I'm doing this for my family, it's going to be harder for you. It will be. And thank you, Nick and Troy. Both of y'all said happy Father's Day. Thank you. I appreciate it. But the real thing about this is that we do this job for our families, and we try to provide for our families, and this is the way that we're providing for our families. So you got to remember, first thing, we do the trucking for our family. Second thing is we're giving them a better future. And, it pays good. Like, I'm not going to lie. Trucking pays good, or I wouldn't do it. They pay you pretty well for being over the road and away from your family. They do. So I got a guy testing today, and I just worked with 2 students today, 2 of them. I went ahead and ran them through a little pre-test, because their actual test day's coming up pretty soon. So I ran them through I ran them through my mini test today. And man, they were knocking it out fast. I was like, man, I wish my other 2 students were here. I kind of looked over there at the pre-trip trucks to see if they were out there pre-tripping or something like that. I glanced over there whenever I went by. I didn't see either one of them, so it's nice and cool. It'd be perfect time to do some pre-trip. So if they were out there, I was going to grab one of them or both of them and take them out to the pads to do some backing. But I have my other 2 guys coming in after my test, and it was really nice that my guys weren't making mistakes today. So what I do is I run them through a test, and if they're having problems or we have issues, we can work on it till we get it right, and then let them leave. That way they get proper time to get your mind right the day before the test. I mean, it's a real short day the day before your test. We come out here, we do work, we go about an hour. I do pre-trip, I do backing, all 6 maneuvers and the amount of points that it takes to pass just 3 of them on the test. And then I take my guys on a drive where I actually really don't tell them much. I just score them on a drive. I'm all like, and we go around some places, you know, and I give them a score, and I bring them back, and for some reason, like a lot of guys ask me, they're all like, "Is that the test route?" I'm like, "No, that's not the test route." I tell them all, and it's the truth. There is parts of the test route that you have never seen because, you know, they're not common roads that we normally drive on. I would have to go a little bit out of the way. I never take my guys on test route. What I do is I teach them how to drive, so I don't have to worry about, let's go on the test route. I don't have to worry about that. So I made up my own little real fast route just to see what they can do, see what they understand. Big Honker says, the only reason I drive 1,500 miles to Missouri, dude, for my family. We need a better life for our children. Awesome. Big Honker's my student right now, and he's coming in this afternoon. So this afternoon, depending on how hot it gets, if it's not too hot, I would like to do backing. If it's too hot, we're gonna go on some drives. And then I'm hoping to get home to my family. You know, I'm hoping to get home to my family hopefully by like 3 p.m. I would love to get home by like 3 p.m. at the latest, maybe 4 p.m. You know, that would be nice. My wife surprised me. So my wife, she went ahead and I guess she built my Father's Day present. Like, she put it all together and all that. Wow. That's my sunscreen sleeve because I'm out here in the sun. So, like, it's a sleeve that protects me from the sun. But anyways, back to my wife. She worked really hard and put together a desk in my YouTube room and a chair. And I guess I seen it a day early because I was looking for my wife. I bought her some Starbucks yesterday on the way home, and I was like, where's she at? So I went downstairs, didn't see her downstairs. I seen her phone, and I said, I'm just going to go hang out in the YouTube room because she'll come in there and find me anyways, or she might be in there. I said, she better not be in my YouTube room. I bust open the door in my YouTube room. She's not in there, but I'm all like, whoa. First thing I noticed is a big computer desk chair. And I was all like, oh man, I got a chair. And then I realized I got a desk and there's a card on it. And I was like, holy cow, she like bought me a desk and a chair for Father's Day, and I got it a day early, so I got it yesterday. So kind of ruined my own surprise. But it was really cool. And she even ran the wires through the desk so like they weren't in the way and stuff like that. I went ahead and I changed my mic so it's up here now. It's up here next to me instead of setting on the table because now I got a real desk. I was using one of those plastic fold out tables. Like, I stole it from my wife. Like, I stole that picnic table from my wife. So I was using one of those, and I was also using one of those like chairs you go camping with, those fold out ones. That was my YouTube studio. So it was kind of like it was good. It worked, but like you could not touch the table really. If you touch the table, everything starts shaking. So now she got me a nice chair, and she got me a nice desk. I got a setup going on. And I'll tell you what, another thing is, like, Fearless says, that's an awesome gift from the wife. Yeah, it was an awesome gift. I really appreciate it. If y'all ain't following me on, if y'all haven't seen my TikTok, man, y'all should take a look into that because my TikTok is blowing up. Like, I'm shocked. Like, I have 821 followers on my TikTok now. It's pretty cool. I got a video with over 100,000 views. Like, I'm a little bit excited about TikTok because, like, I was like, man, I don't know what I'll do on TikTok. I'm not good at it. Like, I'm not good at TikTok. I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess I'm doing something right because I got people that are following me and stuff. So that's pretty cool. My TikTok's going off. Now I messed up my live chat on here. But yeah, things are going good over here in Springfield. Monday, I test out 2 guys. So I'm going to be able to pick up 2 more students. And I think Friday I'm testing out another one. I have a guy coming in next month. So I'll be planning on training another one of my guys. He put me down as a referral on the application. He's coming out here. So it's awesome. I get to train one of my followers on YouTube. But yeah, it's awesome. Hey, how's it going? Don't walk backwards. Don't walk backwards. Don't walk backwards. I said don't walk backwards because I'm doing a YouTube video. I said don't walk backwards because I'm doing a live. I just wanted to let you know so you didn't walk too far back. So no, you're not. I just didn't want you to walk too far back. And I'll be in there in a minute to check in my guy and what's going on, Brian? It's been a while. Brian, I'm just over here chilling, about to test out another student. So hopefully he gets it done today so he can get a CDL and go home and all that fun stuff and you know get all of his stuff done that he needs to get done. So he can go on TNT, start making money, a step closer to getting his own truck. Pegleg says TikTok is Gen Z version of YouTube. Okay, so TikTok's for the younger people. See, that's why I'm not good at TikTok, because it's for younger people. You see all the gray in the beard? And I'm not as old as some people think. A lot of my students think that I'm like 45 or something like that. I'm not 45. I'm 37, by the way. So I'm not as old as people think I am. It's just kind of funny that people are all like, man, how old are you? Like 45? I'm all like, man, don't let the gray fool you. I wouldn't have all this gray if it wasn't for my students out there. My students make me gray. Each one of these gray hair is a different student. I'm running out of room. You know, I'm already losing my hair, so. Another happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to y'all too. You know, I talked a little bit about how hard it is for people to be away from home and Father's Day. So you guys over the road, man, I really appreciate y'all keeping America running out there, and you know, happy Father's Day to you guys. Y'all are the unspoken workers that keep this country moving. You know, and it's like I said, it's super hard. And I've told several people, man, I really have. I told several people that some of the hardest things about trucking is being away from your loved ones and your family. So always remember that's who you're doing it for. But yeah, things are going good out here. I'm gonna have my new studio set up. It's gonna be I'm excited about it because now I can mount stuff to the table, like my mic and stuff like that. I'm looking into buying a Stream Deck right now. I would like to buy a Stream Deck. I don't even know really what they do. I know that you can press buttons to switch in between screens, but as for like what it really does, I really don't know too much about it, but I'm gonna try and mess around with it. Hopefully we can get some better footage on there, help my lives out some, make it more entertaining maybe, and stuff like that. Tennessee Dragon, he's out here too. I see him walking by right now. He's about to go inside because his student's testing. I wish he could jump in the truck and join the live, but he's gonna go inside and wait for his student to take his test. Whenever his student tests, then it's my turn. So my student's test, which is my student's after his. So we're both testing today on a Sunday. And, you know, one thing I will tell you all is whenever you come out here, do not get frustrated. Do not let this backing determine your mood. Like, you gotta keep yourself cool and calm, and you know, if you make a mistake, be able to fix it. Be able to not just get so mad that you're so frustrated that you can't think no more. Like, this backing will frustrate you. It will make you mad because you know what you want that trailer to do. It's just sometimes it won't do it. Sometimes it won't do it no matter what you do. So it does get frustrating out here. I'll tell you. Even out there in the truck stops and stuff, it does get frustrating. It does mess with you. Like, it's sometimes you're just like, man, no matter what I do, I can't get it in there. And then finally you're all like, you finally get it in there, and you're like, whew. And trucking is harder than you think it is. Like, backing and stuff, it's harder than most people think it is. When they come out here, they're all like, man, backing it'd be easy. It's a breeze. Anybody can do it. Like, you find out real quick that sometimes you're over here sweating because you're so nervous about backing it in, and you're struggling. The struggle is real. That you're like, man, I'm all sweaty, I'm tired. That was a hard backing. But you got to remember that it is 90% mental and 10% physical. It is. Glenn says, look like I have to go through the whole thing again to get my CDL since I let it go 20 years ago, but that's the plan. Yeah, when you let it go, you're going to have to go through it all again, which you've done the test before, so you should know what it feels like, and you'll do fine, Glenn. You've done it once, you can do it again. And most of this backing, it's like riding a bicycle. When you are off a bicycle for a long time and you get back on it, it should come back to you. You'll probably have to, depending on how long you were driving and stuff, you might have to like knock some of the rust off and get back into the swing of things. But you will get your skills back. You'll be as sharp as you were back then. Brown says Peg Leg says curiosity getting the cat. Why are you hiding the ink? Oh no, I don't have ink. Okay, I have ink. I don't have no ink on my arms. I don't. These are sunscreen. These are for the sunscreen. Whenever I set myself on fire, I needed something to protect me from the sun. And this right here covers the back of my hand too, and the back of my hands will burn. So these sleeves cover that up. But yeah, see, I don't have no ink on my arms. I don't. And you get ink on your arms, you pay that much money for some tattoos, you better be showing that stuff off. That's how I'm looking at it. But yeah, no, it's not that I'm hiding my ink. It's whenever I'm out there in the sun, I need some protection on my arms. Like, I'm wearing sunscreen, but I have to also do that. Tennessee Flatbedder, what's up? I was just talking about you. I saw you walk by and go inside. So whenever just so if anyone did not know, whenever you take your CDL test, your trainer cannot be outside. They have to go inside the building, and they have to be inside the building, and you take your test. So it's going to be you and an examiner, and if there's a DOT out here that wants to do an evaluation of the examiner, then you will have a DOT officer out here. A lot of people get nervous about the DOT officer, but he's not even watching the student. What he's watching is the examiner. And what he or she's looking for is if that examiner is giving a fair test. If that examiner is giving you the points that you needed or taking away the points that you lost, they're just there making sure you get a fair test. They're making sure the examiner's not cheating to help you pass, and they're not cheating to make you fail. And that's all they're doing. They're doing an eval and making sure that Prime is being fair, because we're trying to be fair out here. Good morning, Timothy. Timothy, my bad yesterday. I forgot you were in that, or no, it was Friday. I forgot you were in that live Friday. I forgot you were in the Thursday live, but I was on the other channel, on my friend's channel, and I saw you in there, and I was like, dude, where you been at? I remember now. Yeah, and Tennessee Flatbetter says, Happy Father's Day to all dads out there. Versatile Duckling says, nerd. Troy Allen, who watches over DOT officer? Nobody, man. That DOT officer's the law. There's no one higher than him. Nah, I don't know who watches over who's over them. They probably got a ranking over there, but that's like the highest person that's out here. Like the DOT officer, if he's also checking to make sure that nobody's cheating this test. If there was a way to cheat the test, he's making sure nobody was going to cheat the test. There's a lot of rules out here around this training pad that you want to be aware of. There's rules of, hey, don't walk across anyone's pad. I see that the most common thing that happens out here from students is that they're not paying attention to where they're walking, and they walk right through a pad. If you walk through somebody's pad while they're testing, that test can be canceled. It can be canceled, and you know that guy just failed his test because somebody walked through his pad. It's very important to pay attention to where you're walking out here. You do not want to walk through test pads. If you're walking out to the other side of the pad, you need to take the edge of the curb and follow the grass all the way around. Make sure that you're not walking through somebody's pad, because you do not want somebody to walk through your pad when you're testing and make you fail. So make sure you're being aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you're not walking through some cones out there. Make sure you're not walking through blue lines, yellow lines, white lines. Make sure you just stay on the edge and walk around. I don't know why my phone keeps shutting off. I'm trying to read these comments. Yeah, Troy, I know. The government oversight. Lee Snap, I can't say. Leah, good morning. Jerry Garcia, what's going on, Jerry Garcia? How's it going? Oh, thank you, Versatile Duckling. Thank you. $5. Do not walk across my pad. So that's I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, but I'll just say his first name. That's my boy Eric right there, and he's another instructor out here. He does a pretty good job. He gets his students their CDL. He helps them out. He's very knowledgeable, and he has a YouTube channel too. Also, he has a YouTube channel also that y'all might check out. I don't know if it's under. I don't think it's under that channel that he's on now. Hey, go ahead and put your link to your channel in here. And if y'all are new to my channel, make sure y'all are also checking out the good channels like Tennessee Flatbetter. Tennessee Flatbetter is another great channel to look into, to keep up with. He does more than just trucking. He does his bike riding, his motorcycle. He does unboxings. Like he said, hey, I'm gonna give you an address. If y'all want to send me something to unbox, I'll unbox it. So like, I'm hoping somebody sends him some lingerie, because if he unboxes some lingerie, I'm gonna be like, you gotta wear that, bro. You need to put that lingerie on. Maybe I can get him to put some lingerie on, and I can teach people about three points of contact climbing in and out of the truck. We can do a little video of him wearing his lingerie climbing in and out of the truck, because I think we could get some good footage of that. Happy Dad Day. DOT officers are checked by supervisor officers. Jerry Garcia says, I just logged in. Where are you at? I am right at the training pad right now. I'm out at the training pad, and I'm waiting to test out my students. So, oh, there you go. That's Tennessee Flatbetter. Just dropped his channel link into the comments. So if anyone wants to check out another trucking channel, he's a flatbed instructor. So if you're thinking about coming out here and going flatbed, you have flatbed questions, you have flatbed needs, you just want to know where their regions are at, anything. He's pretty knowledgeable. Securement, he's pretty knowledgeable in flatbed, where I would not be. I can answer some stuff on flatbed, but I went out there today and with him to pick up a trailer, and I was all like, what you do, throw this over? I was like, I want to throw this over. And he grabbed it and he goes, no, I'm going to throw it over from the other side. I was like, oh, I wanted to throw it over. I never got to throw one of those over. But he threw it over, and I was all like, all right, what do you do? I try to help him out. I was like, I'm going to put the strap through here. And he goes, no. You need to go through the rub rail and then put it through there and then crank it down. And I was like, man, I don't know nothing about flatbed. I had to be like, look, I don't know nothing about flatbed. But I was trying to figure it out. I was like, hey, you never know. I might want to strap something down in my truck, or, maybe my wife's acting up one day. I'll ratchet strap her to like a chair or something and be like, you better behave or I'm not letting you out. Like, it'd be a good idea to know how to use a ratchet strap or a strap, because, if she breaks out, she might stab me with a knife or beat me up or something, Hope I don't get in trouble for spousal abuse on YouTube because of that, but yeah, definitely check out Tennessee Flatbedder. It's a good channel. He's a great friend of mine. He likes coming in there to help me out on Thursday lives, and maybe Versatile Duckling we can get up in there sometime to come on a live with us, so we can ask another instructor questions about how he trains. It's always good to learn from each other. So even like me, I can learn from other people. I can learn from, Versatile Duckling. He might have a different way of doing things that I could use the information to help me better myself in training my students. And he's good at listening too. He will come and ask us for advice sometimes. Like, when he needs help, he'll come and ask one of us, and we'll help him out. It's a good community out here, helping each other out, learning from each other. It's only going to make you better. You got to come with open ears and listen to somebody else. I've been doing this for a little while, and anybody that wants to help me out, I'm more than willing to listen. They might have a better way to do things. They might think of stuff a better way. Like, just me and Tennessee Flatbedder, we work side by side a lot of the times, and we kind of feed off of each other. So he might have a different way of saying something that I do, and I'll listen to how he says it. Sometimes my students will understand what he says better. Sometimes his students will understand what I say better in a different way. It'll sound better to them, make sense to them. So we kind of help each other out. Troy Allen, enjoying your Father's Day. Enjoy your Father's Day. Love the videos and your attitude. COXDJO. That's my driver code too. COXDJO. Thank you, Troy Allen. I appreciate the super chat. Pegleg says, Tennessee, if you're still here, a video on FBG gear would be good. So Pegleg probably wants to see like inside your toolbox, and I've been on him about that. I've been like, hey man, you got to do a video on the toolbox, because I want to know what's in there. I want to know how your gear's stored. I want to know what each item is in there. Like, I want to know what it's used for. Like, it'd be awesome to get him to show us that. And also, riding in his truck today, his dash camera is super, super nice. Because I was all like, I was looking at it today, I was like, what is that little camera in the corner for? He was all like, oh, that's behind me. And I could see the trailer, like, as we were driving around, I could see the trailer. I was like, man, that is sick. And it is sick. It's pretty cool. I like it. But, he has all of his bases pretty much covered for whenever he's driving and stuff. He has the mirrors, the camera up front, which you can see in the mirrors, so you got the sides covered. And then anything from the back of his cab back is covered by a camera he has on the back of the truck. And to me, I was like, man, that's great. Like, I would love man, I wish I could steal some of that footage. You know, I would take a drive down 125. You know, have my student drive down there, and I could replay the video, drop my voice over. All right, he needs to be checking his mirrors. You know, hear this, have some light music going. You know, some scenery and some how rough the drive is on 125. That way, some people can get a true see. They can truly see how that road is and what we put our students through. Jerry Garcia says, "What is the name of the camera you were talking?" I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. It's on his windshield in his truck. It's a nice one though. It's real nice. I was jealous. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm jealous of his dash camera, and I'm jealous that with a flatbed you can see everything behind you. Like, he can watch his load from inside his truck. He can be like, "Oh, let's look up there. Oh, my load's good. Nothing's fell off." You know, he can see it. He can see what he's hauling. I mean, that's going to be some awesome videos whenever he starts uploading stuff like that. Like, I'm thinking Tennessee Flatbed's channel is going to go up. Like, I think he's going to gain some subscribers fast. I think that he's doing an awesome job. He's a great guy. He's real interesting. Like, he is just an all-around great guy. Like, great person. So I think that he could do amazing stuff with that footage. Yeah, he can't think of the name of the camera, but like I said, it's a nice camera. It is a nice camera. It's real nice. I think his, we'll call him his son-in-law got it for him, I believe is what he told me. But he's going to be doing big things. Y'all keep an eye on that channel. Make sure y'all still subscribe to it. You know, there's a lot of good channels out here that you can subscribe to. But you got to be careful, because there's also some bad channels out here, man. There's some channels that they're like, "Man, you come to Prime, you're going to make all this money. You're going to be rich. You're going to do this. You're going to do that." Look, man, like, I'm not one to be telling y'all that you make a lot of money out here. Like, I'll show you. Like, I got some cash in my wallet. Look, $25, man. We're making super money out here. I got $25. Like, man, that's a truck driver right there. Like, I got $25 in my wallet. You know, like, don't get me wrong, we make good money. We make good money. We make money. We make pretty good money. We make a good living. But don't fall for that. Don't fall for those videos, man. Don't fall for that. Like, if that's all he's talking about, he is just trying to get you here. He's just trying to get you here because he wants a referral bonus, or, you know, whatever. He wants you here for that. If you listen to me, I'm not going to tell you to come to Prime. Like, I'm biased. I'm going to say, hey, man, Prime's a good company. But you need to do your research on your own and find out what works for you. Prime works for me. Prime has been nothing but good to me. I have some friends that drive for other companies. I have a friend that's driving for US Express, and that's what works for him. That is the best company for him, and he's making it. He's still doing good, but that's the company that works for him. Like I said, you've got to do your research and find the one's best for you. First off, you need to look at videos or do research on what it's like to be a truck driver. How much home time there is. Like, I did that home time video because it is hard out here. It's Father's Day right now. We got fathers that are away from their kids on Father's Day. And, like, their kids are making their dad's Father's Day cards and stuff like that they're not going to be able to give them to them today. They're like, all their mom can do is take a picture of it and text it to them. Like, screenshot it and send it to them. You know, it's hard. It is rough out here. Like, there's no shower in this truck. People think that there's a shower and a bathroom in this truck. It's not in here. You got a bed right there. You got some cabinets right there. There's a refrigerator right there. There's a microwave up there. Like, that's what you have. There's a top bunk. I mean, this is it. This is home. I have a TV mounted on the wall so I can watch TV. I have an Xbox back there so I can play video games. Like, this is like our little house, but We don't have a bathroom in here. And I'm a germaphobe. Like, I don't like using public restrooms. So me, when I came out here, I was all like, man, I should have did some research. I'm going to die out here because I public restroom. I had to go back, rethink my whole game and be like, okay, I bought stuff to clean up the showers because my trainer said truck stop showers, you know, you go in there, you need some shower shoes so you don't walk in the floor, all that stuff. So I already had kind of idea. So I bought cleaning supplies, but now I got to use the public restrooms. I'm like, yeah, it's just not the best for me. But I'm glad I dealt with it because I got to where I'm at now, and I learned how to deal with it. You have to learn how to overcome. Come up with some game plans. Learn how to deal with that. Learn how to overcome it. If you can overcome it, you're going to do great out here. It's all about being able to adapt, being able to survive. We are fighters. We are fighters. We will survive. We just have to figure out what works for us, how we're going to make it easier on ourselves. And that's what I had to do. I had to adapt to this change. And trucking is going to be a big change in many people's lives. Like, you're going from being home with your family every day to not being there. If you just, like, I have guys all the time, man, they get married and then they come right out here and it's like, dang, you're missing your honeymoon phase, bro. And then it's kind of hard when you go home because, like, you're gone for a month or two and you come home for a couple days, you're gone for a month or two, come home for a couple days. You know, it's hard when you get home because now your spouse and your loved ones have got used to having the extra room in their house, their routine, like they're set in their ways, and here you come messing everything up, you know. And the thing is, like, we're truck drivers, we eat out a lot. Your family's not eating out because they want to go out to eat as a family. So when you get home, they're all like, let's go out to eat, and you're all like, nah, I want a home cooked meal. Like, I want a home cooked meal. I want to eat at the house. I want to stay in the house. I want to be here. And, like, they're like, let's go do some stuff. So, like, most of the time, you got to look at it when you go on home time. Like, home time is not for you to rest. You will rest when you get back to work. Home time is for you to get out there and go do whatever your family wants to do. Versatile Duckling says he has a video coming on my end of trucking myths versus reality. Jerry Garcia says, I start to drive at 0200 and I need to take a shower, eat, and go to sleep. Take care and keep making good drivers like me. Yeah, Jerry Garcia was on my truck for a while, and he had his eval done, and he's out running miles. He's happy. He ordered a truck. You know, he's doing great out there. I'm proud of him. You know, some of those success stories. Tony Allen says, I'm stuck here at the firehouse for 24 hours, but at least I get to see my daughter tomorrow. Oh, so Troy, when you come out here, it's going to be like that. So it's going to be like that. So you're kind of experiencing it right there. Hey, man, I'm not going to be home. But keep your mind right. Like, you're there to provide for your family. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do for your family at the end of the day. Tennessee Flatbetter says, y'all watch my video on trucking working with family. Y'all watch this video about a truck driver and his family, like what they had to deal with. You know, there you go. I'm telling you, Thomas, Tennessee Flatbetter has some good videos on there. You know, if you go through some of my playlists, like I believe that I put out a bunch of good information for people coming out here. So make sure, sometimes when you're looking for videos, you can type in Twizted Big D and whatever you're looking for and see what pops up, and you can probably find the video that you're trying to research. One of my biggest videos that I believe that helps people out is in my TNT playlist, and it says company versus lease. I kind of try to stick to the facts and just bring up both of them and talk about both of them, some of the differences, so people can make a better decision whether or not they wanted to go lease or go company. Troy says, yes, sir. Missed a lot of holidays and family events over the past 25 years. We understand that. I did too. The hardest one for me to miss is one of my favorite holidays is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. I love the food on Thanksgiving. My birthday's sometimes on Thanksgiving, sometimes afterwards, sometimes before. My birthday is November the 26th. And sometimes it falls on, every 4 years it falls on Thanksgiving. I don't even know if it fell on Thanksgiving this year. I haven't even looked. Let's go check this out just because I'm curious. November 26th. Nope, my birthday this year is 2 days after Thanksgiving. So at least I know this year is not on Thanksgiving. Pegleg says, married people need to have a big discussion. Home time is usually once every 5 to 8 weeks on average for the first year drivers. Yes, and you need that support system. You need your wife to be in your corner. You need to explain to her. Hey, look, I'm doing this for us. At the end of the day, I'm doing this for us. I'm not doing this because I feel like, hey, I just want to try out trucking. I'm doing this to provide for us. I'm doing this for a better future for our kids. You know, you gotta have good communication. You need that rock in your corner. Hey, I'm telling you, there's been times I wanted to throw in the towel, especially whenever I was new. I was like, my first night on a truck, I was miserable. And like, I just kept telling myself, I gotta do this for my family. And my wife is so supportive in everything. She's always been my rock, and she's been supportive. And she's mean to me sometimes, but she does always support me. And she picks me up whenever I need it. And then she slams me back down to the ground. But that's another story. Tennessee Flatbedder says Halloween's his holiday. I believe you. I do believe you. Troy says, me too. I was born on Thanksgiving, November 28th for me. Hey, we're born around the same time. Well, not the same time. I don't know what year. 1984 for me. I'm giving too much personal information out today. But yeah, it's great having a good community or a good family to support you in this. Like, I remember I waited to tell my family that I was leaving to be a truck driver until like the day I left, because I didn't want people to be like upset and people to be sad. So we had my daughter's birthday and we did it at this bounce house place. So we're doing my daughter's birthday. We're at the bounce house place, and like we have a lot of people there, and we're having a good time. And towards the end of it, I told my mom and my sister, and the tears started rolling, and it was hard. Like I did cry before I came out here. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm leaving my family. Like, I was upset. I was like, I'm gonna miss my family. I haven't even walked out the door yet. That's why I tell people the hardest part of trucking. I tell all my students this. I said the hardest part of trucking, the scariest thing you do when you're starting this career, the worst thing you do, the thing that should make you scared, is leaving your family, leaving everything you knew, your career, everything, and coming out here to drive a truck, getting on that bus or rental car or whatever you took to get here. That is the scariest part. So when you're here and you're in this truck and you're backing or driving or whatever, you shouldn't be scared of it. You should be like, hey man, I got here, I'm here to do it. Like, I refer to Nike's slogan a lot, just do it. So I tell my guys all the time, just do it, just do it. And sometimes I joke with them and I was like, look, I wear Nikes for 2 reasons. Number 1, just do it. Or number 2, you see that check mark on it? That means I might have to check somebody. So think about it. Troy says 1974 for him. So there's 10 years apart right there. Hey, there's my wife right there. Happy Father's Day. We love you. See? And she's always been in my corner. I'm telling y'all guys. I told them about my surprise that I accidentally surprised myself a day early on. It was really nice. It's nice to have a desk and a nice chair to sit in down there in the studio, downstairs in the studio. I call it a studio. It's actually an extra bedroom, but it's my YouTube studio now. But yeah, all the fathers out there, man, happy Father's Day. You know, we're happy y'all are all over the road out there doing y'all's thing, and you know it's good that y'all are supporting your family. But don't forget today, call the family, video chat the family, whatever you can do to make it special for them, because I know it's the holiday for the fathers. It's Father's Day. It's your holiday, but take time out of y'all's day. Find y'all a 30-minute break, or you know, take a little bit longer than 30 minutes, or do something where you can get that video chat going. That way, if your kids made you some cards or pictures or whatever, they can show them to you. Hold them up on screen and show them to you. Spend some time with the family and stuff like that. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go inside right now to check in my student. Happy Father's Day, like I said. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit those thumbs up, man. I got 15 people in here and I got 6 thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up on there for me. Let's try to get it to like 10 thumbs up. But I'm out of here. Thanks everyone for watching the video today, and happy Father's Day. Hans, you just barely missed it, bro. I gotta go check in my student for his test, man. Happy Father's Day to you too.